Hey, are you an alien? Because well, you're out of this world. I mean that literally because I've never actually seen you ever. Or maybe I have? No. Well, this room has never changed, so by that logic, you should have always have been here. I never noticed you. Hmm. I guess that's besides the point. My name's Redacted, and, well, seems like you got stuck here at some point, too. Yeah. This place is weird, though. I can't remember if you've been here the whole time or not. It's a really weird thought, but, didn't know the whole time you were just here. But I apologize for not saying hello sooner. Do you know how long I've been here? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I mean, so I don't know when I got here. I don't remember where this room, where I was put in this room, when started, when it will end. It's been this room my whole existence, whole life, I guess. But yeah, I spent time, just been spending time out here thinking about things, whether or not things exist. The only thing I've ever actually seen is this window here and stuff behind you. But think about this window. I mean, there could be anything behind this window. There could be a whole different world or anything. It's a really weird thought. I mean, you can't see it. So, it does look like there's light coming out of it, like I said, so there's more light behind it. Yeah, I don't know, it's just, there's some sort of theory. So, yeah. But, yeah, we'll never know. This panel here, you can't move it, can't see what's behind it, so we'll never know. But we can only hope to assume that there's something behind it. But am I crazy for thinking that there's something behind this window or beyond it? I've been in this room for a long time that you may know, but I guess I've been here so long that the only fun thing is to think about the things that we don't know or won't know or don't know, or things that people don't think about. I just talk to myself about it. I mean, it's weird, but I enjoy it. Thinking if something can exist, or if something existed, can they become non-existent? Can they? We don't know. I don't know, but it's something I can think about. Maybe I'll find out the answer. But I don't know. Then again, that's just what people probably do when they're stuck in a room for eternity. And it's just this window and me and maybe me. Yeah. No, I actually named this window here. I named it Blindy. Yeah. I feel very close to Blindy. Basically, and oh, I don't know. What do you think? Not about Blindy, but do you think something can exist beyond our frames of reference? Something beyond this window? Or do you... Let's say I were to ask you to prove that something exists. Could you do it? Or could you do it if I triple dog dare you? Because I know I can't prove that anything exists, because that would, well, be a construct of my own imagination. If I were a creature called a comber, then I could call myself a comber, but something else, like this window here, behind me, might not know that I'm a chromer. Something called ontology, I think. Then again, can't prove that words exist either, so. Can we prove anything has meaning? I don't know. This light blocker here, curtain, whatever you call it, I could say this is a blue light blocker, but you might think it's a purple blue light blocker. Because, well, there's no way I can actually compare what you call purple or what I call blue. I mean, I don't know if you're colorblind. I mean, I don't know if I am either, but they assume we're both not colorblind. I mean, maybe we just had different thoughts about what color it is. Although I think this is blue, personally. Been blue the whole time. But, yeah. Get this. You might think I'm crazy, but if I close my eyes, everything goes away. It doesn't exist. It's just gone. Boom. Puff. But when I open my eyes, everything comes back. As if it was always here. I mean, what if you closed your eyes? Would I just not exist anymore? I mean, by that logic, though, I don't know. Can we keep our eye on each other? So, we exist. I don't want to stop existing, and I imagine you don't either. But, I was thinking. I can actually think to myself. I'm just realizing this. Being with you so far, I feel like I'm in control of my own thoughts. It's kind of empowering, actually. But if I'm able to think, does that mean that I'm a little real? This window. Does this window have thoughts? Can it think? Does it exist? But then if the window exists, then does it have an awareness of me or you? Can it feel us or hear us or even see us? But if it could see us, does that make it just a giant eyeball, or... Yeah. It's kind of like an eye. Well, eyelashes, I don't see any eyelashes, but, if we're assuming the window had eyes, it would have eyelashes, probably, but, what was I going to say? Yeah, you. Speaking of you, what is your name? Where did you come from? You probably were here the whole time, but Do you remember anything at all about this place? Who I am? Okay. What if we assume that everything in this room is real? If that were the case, then where did it come from? Did someone or something create it? And if so, who and why? If that person, that someone or something created us, who created that person, that something or something? Or get this, if I created this window, which for the record I didn't create this window, then who would have created me, or what would have created me? What would have created that other person that created me, that created that person? And probably better just to say, if someone or something created this window, who or what would have created that thing? And then who would have made that other thingamajig? You can do this forever. What made the first ever thing? The one before that? Where did I come from? Did I come from beyond this window, the ground here? Or have I just always existed here? I don't know. Probably had a mother, right? Or a dad, or someone, like parents. Unless this is some sort of simulation video game thing. I spawned here, some consciousness, but if could this be a simulation? All this whole room, you and me, could we be part of a simulation? And if it is a simulation, would I be able to even tell? From my perspective, everything looks so real. Like, really. Like, take this light block, for instance. This is really nice. If I look really close at it, it's a little intricate detail, like stitching. Is that what they call it? But, or push it away. I don't see those details really anymore. They weren't kind of there. Unloaded? It's hard to see in the first place because of the light, but does that mean I make a simulation because I can move it? Or does the simulation make me and it decides what I do and how I perceive things? And is this all sort of a virtual insanity? And if hard drives exist, shouldn't soft drives exist as well? Drive. If I were in a car driving, speed of light, and I turn on my brights, would anything happen? And speaking of time travel, this might sound a little insane, but does time exist? I mean, I seriously can't remember when any of this started, and there's nothing to compare anything. Displacement. This place looks like I was when I first got here. I don't know if you had the time by chance, but who even created time? If I made a watch, would I give it time? And if all the watches and everything, all watches, all stopped working, would time just stop? Like, is time just something that we made? It's something we made? What if the only thing? What if I only existed a minute at a time, and after every minute, or every, 20 or so minutes, that everything would just kind of reset, but I would still remember everything? Or maybe forget. We wouldn't know. I'm sorry. Such a hornet's nest. Keep gate crashing. Where's my name? I told you my name, but I didn't even really ask for yours, or did I? It's kind of awkward to ask your name now, but do you have a name at all? I mean, I haven't heard you talk, which is a little concerning, but you can talk. You can tell me your name. What's your name? Or maybe you just don't have a name. In which case, and it might seem a little rude, but does having a name matter? What if I also just gave you a name, like I did with Limey? I called you Chimera. It's a nice name. But would that mean that you're now Chimera? Whether or not you even decided that name, that you liked it? Or what if there was a Chimera 2? I mean, it's not you, but it's just another... A Chimera 2. You and Chimera 2 had thought my name was Clandestine or something, and we did a vote. Would my name be Clandestine? Because logically, if you and Chimera 2 voted me to be Clandestine, it would be 2-1. So by logic, I would be Clandestine. Or if I didn't vote, would you or Chimera 2 get to choose my name? Or like, who would choose? Who would choose my name? Either way, I never told you this, but you look great. Absolutely stunning. In this place, time, whatever place, you're just oozing with gorgeousness. But then that begs the question, is there such a thing as true or false yeses or no's? What about maybe? What if there was a Chimera 3 and I could vote again and it was a tie? It was a 2-2 vote. What would that mean for my name? Or what if I asked you how many fingers I'm holding up, and you said, like this, you just said, wabbit. Like, is that a yes, a no, or is that your way of saying two in maybe your language or whatever, or a different number? Or what if I asked you the same question? I did this with my finger, and I asked the same question, and you still said, wabbit. Like, is it the same meaning too? Like, is it, because this looks like the same amount of fingers, right? It's like kind of 1.5 fingers almost. You get what I mean? Also, How do I even know if you can even see me or hear me? Should I ask that first? Should I have? Probably should have. That would have been good to know. Oh, maybe you can talk. I mean, maybe you can't see or hear me, but that would mean that I'm not real, therefore you aren't real either. But wait, no, because I can think, and I think that I'm real, so therefore I'm real, and therefore you should still now be real. Yeah, so you're real, so sorry. It happens. I'm sure it happens all the time. Yeah. But you're real. You're real. I'm sorry if I offended you or anything. I'm sure it happens. It's silly me, you know. But yeah. What do I look like? I mean, I see this thing on the ground. It's like some sort of shadow from the lights, or am I a light blocker? Part of it, the shadow. Is that me, or? Because I can see this sort of covering on my body, and my hands and my fingers, but can you see them? Or is that just something I can see? I forget. Tell you what, I want you to do this. It's a thumbs up, okay? It means yes. So if you can see me and you can hear me and everything, I want you to do this, okay? But if you can't see me, do this. It means like no, okay? Okay? So just remember, use your... Do you even have hands? Should I have my own too? Besides, we didn't even agree on what yes or no means, so couldn't have gotten that. Let's see how to explain everything I just told you again, do I? I mean, there must be a probability that you did understand everything, but shouldn't there be an equal probability that maybe you can only understand me backwards, or maybe there's also some sort of probabilities that you don't understand me, or do you even know English? Hablas inglés? Anglés? Inglés? Enieska? What if there is a probability that this place is real, and, or maybe isn't, or maybe it's just some outside observer, maybe they're looking at us right now. Then would that cause this place to suddenly exist, or us to exist by extension? But then if you're real, then I must be real as well. What if they determine for it? Like if they just treat me as if I don't exist, or they voted and they said I don't exist. But then, can omnipotent observers rig votes and say that I just can't exist? I mean, you have power, right? Or what if they can create something into existence? Like okay, they're omnipotent, right? So they're like the strongest things ever. But like, what if they created like a hamburger or something like that? That's so big and heavy that even they couldn't pick it up, or they couldn't eat the whole hamburger, right? Probably think there's a limit. I mean, I have a limit. It's like probably 3 or 4, kind of small ones, but you know, I don't know. But then, if you aren't real, is there no way to prove that I'm real? Or did I just say that already? Do I even matter? Like, that's what this stuff's made of, right? Matter? Matter. I'm tired. Asking questions all day without reference to time really make a guy tired. But I think I'm gonna take a little rest. I think I'll rest my eyes for a bit. So if I disappear, don't panic. I'll be back when I wake up, but just to be safe, keep an eye on me, just so that I exist. Okay? Because we're kind of the only You're the only thing that can keep me existing. So keep an eye on me, okay? I'm gonna go to sleep, okay? Just make sure I'll be back, okay? Okay. Stay cool. I'll be back.